maybe more than 100.
Wow.
But for being in the industry for 20 plus years and making like 15 to 20,000 a show in India, that's very, very good money. We might not always close at that, but that's what we go out at.
Yeah.
And that's good money, you know. So, you know, I'm blessed. I'm happy, you know, but money's not everything. You know, I've blown a lot of money over the years, you know. I've been, like I said, ups and downs, and I've now come to a point in my life where I'm comfortable. Um, and I want out of life things that money can't buy.
Mhm.
And that is peace, love, and happiness. Money can't buy that.
Mhm. What's been your biggest purchase?
I've got all the nice things that I want. I got nice watches. I can't wear them now. London, I put them away, you know. But you know, when I go to a show and I'm with my security, or if I'm in Delhi, or if I'm in Dubai, then
Yeah.
I'll take them with me and
Yeah.
I'll wear my nice things. You know, I have property. I have nice car, not lots of it, but enough to give to my kids, give something, leave something to them.
Yeah.
And I'm always still doing stuff, you know.
Mhm.
We've got the rehab center now. That's a business.
Yeah.
We're doing some for charity. But like I said, it's not just all about the money for
Mhm.
me. It's about building something, building a legacy, having something to give to your kids. You know, it doesn't have to be millions, but just enough to give them a good start in life.
Mhm.
And I'm still working on that. You know, you never stop working, right? You consistently are going to keep building.
Mhm.
So the more I do now is the more I can leave for my children when the time comes. But I'm happy. That's the main thing, you know. I'm happy. So that's what is more important to me, man. Is just having peace and having freedom.
Mhm.
Freedom of being able to pick and choose what I do things if I get paid enough to do it, and not doing it if I don't want to do it. And that's a nice place to be in, I guess, man.
100.
You know what I mean?
Juggy, one of your kids come running up to you and say, "Daddy, I want to be a singer now. I'm
Yeah.
going into
Yeah.
the Lion's Den. I'm doing it."
Yeah.
What advice are you giving
Yeah,
to your
we do
child?
that. Absolutely. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. I tell them that all the time. Every single one of my kids, I say to them all the time, I said, anything you want to do, let me know. Because you have to let them flourish in what they want to do.
Mhm.
You don't know what they're going to be good at, right? But it's got to come from them. I can't say to them, I want you to do this, I want you to do that, I want you to do that.
Mhm.
That's a very, you know, you can start with kids. You know, we've seen certain documentaries like the Williams sisters, their father from a
Brilliant.
very young age. Great documentary,
Yeah.
but he was,
On it.
no, you are not doing nothing else.
Uh-huh.
You are doing this,
Mhm.
but look at the reward,
Yeah.
right? So there's that way of doing things.
Yeah. Are you like that?
I didn't do it that way, no. I just let my kids be kids when they were
Mhm.
growing up. I was enjoying life with them, and I've just kind of I have not done that with any of my kids. That I put them into something, and then sometimes I look at it and think maybe I should have,
Mhm.
maybe I should have. But then it's like I love kids, and I wanted not just one or two. We've got three, right? And it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of hard work dedicating that time to one child. Then you've got three to do, and then you've also got to work and provide.
Yeah.
So you know it's hard, and so I take my hat off to people that have been able to do that, you know, and have that balance where, you know, your partner is looking after one thing and you're doing,
Yeah.
but really, do you have much time to yourselves? Probably not, right?
Mhm.
So that's a big dedication,
Mhm.
a big commitment, and then but the reward is great. But look how many years later it comes, you know. I didn't do it that way. I've done it my way, and you know, my kids are happy, and I say to them, look, you know, whatever you want to do, you let me know, and we'll push you. We'll push you to do it.
Mhm.
You know, and if you're good at it and you want to carry it on, then we'll support you. And that's how I've done stuff with my kids. You know,
Mhm.
so yeah, they're happy. They're doing what they want to do the way they want to do it, and they're still young. They're 12, 10, and 5. You know, so you don't know where they're gonna go. And
Yeah.
we used to have those conversations. What do you want to have? My son said, what do you want to be when you grow up? I said, Daddy, I want to be a footballer.
Mhm.
And he says, I'm going to be a footballer. I'm going to be a singer. And you know, I say yes. All right, let's do it. You know, so he goes football. He's in a club, and
Brilliant.
say, yeah, man.
How does Bollywood cross over to what you do in Bangra? You know, because you've done a few things for Bollywood, like as
Yeah.
you said, like Hum Tum. Like, it does Bangra you lose its authenticity crossing over to Bollywood and Hindi and that sort of genre.
Um, you know what it is? Again, when you get asked to do something for Bollywood, you've got to have a certain sound that they've come to you for a certain sound, right? So, um, you just got to be real and keep it real to, like, we were very, our management were very straight up from the get-go that, listen, they're not doing nothing cheesy. We're keeping it very cool. We're going to do it our way, and this is how it's going to be done. So we were quite fortunate that we had a lot of control over it, whereas sometimes, they pick up a song and they change it and they ruin it,
Mm.
and the song gets ruined. Like, what was it, just recently I heard one of Diljit's songs has just come back in a film, and I don't like it, to be honest. But I love his original version.
Yeah.
And the version that they put in the film is not.
Hmm.
They didn't do justice to it.
Didn't somebody use your song like in Disney or something?
A few people have. Diljit used one of my songs.
Okay.
He used the hook line of Nejina.
Okay.
Yeah, they used the hook line of Nejina. Yeah.
Did you have to pull him up?
We did. I did have to put a call in, yeah, just to find out who. Because, see, look, I don't have an issue with anybody using my song, but this has to be done in the right way.
Yeah.
And you have to get things cleared, and you have to get them licensed, and you have to pay the right people, and and that's the part, the business side of things. So I had to call him and just find out what had been done, and then did get corrected. So my credit was given to me because they weren't. Some people weren't aware that it was done by us first, and somebody else claimed that they owned the rights and what have you. But that all got sorted. So, but a nice gesture still.
Is it a
You look at
compliment?
it and, like, it's a compliment. They've used my song. That's they've used it because it was good, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, and then there was another one. Nejina was also done in Swahili,
Wow.
and that was when it first came out. They did a Swahili version of it, and them days it was like, yeah, it was just called for, and we just let it go.
Yeah.
No one even said anything, and it was on YouTube, and yeah, that was also done. And then Sonia was used in a film. They used did some kind of, and my management dealt with it. I don't even actually know what happened with that one, but I think they sorted that out. But yeah, a few of them have been used like that. But yeah, again, back in the day, when you look at it, you like, yeah, well, that's a compliment, man. We're doing something good that people are wanting to copy our style.
100. So, what does the future bring for Juggy D? What's your next goals, aspirations? What can we expect from you?
So I've got loads of new music coming out. I've got my own YouTube channel, Juggy D TV. So I've put everything, I own all my music now. So everything that comes out is all mine. My production, my money that I'm putting into it. No labels involved. And then I've got the rehab center, my sobriety journey. I'm working on a podcast as well. So yeah, so just lots of stuff, and then my kids. So just making sure that they're happy. You know what I mean? So
Come on.
that's the
Well,
vibe, man.
there's still so much to go into, but we don't have enough time. At
No
some
worries, man.
stage, we might have a part two, some stage, talk about
Absolutely, no
where
problem,
you're
man.
at. Is there one final message that you'd like to give to the audience at home?
Yeah, I guess. Do you know what I would say to people that are watching is, don't worry about what people think about you ever in life. Worry about what you're doing. Make sure you do it to the best of your ability, and just focus on the things that are within your control. Don't worry about things that you can't control. That's it.
Juggy, what's the best place for people to follow you on?
So I'm on Instagram, the real Juggy D on Instagram. I'm the real Juggy D on Snapchat. I don't really use that much, but yeah, Instagram is the main one. But also my website. Check out my website for the rehab center, which is Hope Rehabs, because I know a lot of people are going through things in silence. So if I can be of help, or if I can point you in the right direction, or I can make some suggestions to you, like was suggested to me, to help you out, then do get in touch. Hit me up on my DMs, man.
And there you go, guys. I hope you really enjoyed that episode. We went deep into the mind of somebody who's been a, music artist for the last 2 decades and telling us how he done it, the things we saw on TV, the stories behind it. So if that inspired you, don't forget to share this with somebody else who might need to hear it. And before you leave, make sure you smash that subscribe button. So until next time, see you later. Peace.